Hello, hello.
All right, guys, we're gonna try this again. Now we have. So what are you pointing at?
No audio?
Oh,
Wait.
what?
Yeah, there's no audio.
Are you sure?
Oh, there it is. Oh,
Well, we're gonna see if anybody's joining us here. We're not even sure if this is live, if it's anything. So we're just gonna wait and see. Wow, we were getting pretty bad internet here.
Yeah, so our download speed was great. It was fantastic. But then our upload speed, which we need to upload a live stream or even upload a video, is in the trash right now. So
yeah,
we're going to see if this works, if it buffers still. Please let us know if we're buffering or anything, just so we can kind of
we've
fix
lowered
it.
down the quality of our video.
Yeah, we're at 720 now, so hopefully that helps.
And we got rid of Google Earth as well.
So. Yeah. And make sure make sure you check if it's your device lagging or if it's us.
It's us.
Yeah.
Of course, we already.
But no, I know, but
tested.
some people can lag as well. So if only one person is lagging.
Oh, I didn't know Google lagged like that. Okay. All right. Well, she streams a lot more than I do, a lot more often. I didn't realize Google also had a lag.
So. No, I mean the live stream. Like if you're watching the live stream, your phone might buffer.
Oh.
Yeah. So hello, welcome back. Sorry about that. So hopefully we can have everything solved.
Yeah, we're having all kinds of issues. So our internet is really fast download, really slow upload, which is what we've been trying to fix.
As of now, it's good. That's awesome. Not freezing, much better. That's good. We did lower everything, so hopefully it's better. The internet might also fix itself. Cool.
Yeah, and our camera won't move right now.
How's everybody doing it today?
Sorry, guys. We just keep jumping in and out. There we go. Oh, we got it working.
Hello. I hope everyone is doing good. Sorry about that. It was a couple minutes.
You would think that we have no idea what we're doing technically, eh? There you go, my green screen here, my magic. There goes the magic.
Now you have a shadow too. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, are we too close? No.
It is what it is. Okay. Well, we have a shadow on our wall. No big deal. Yeah.
You guys are showing up fine. I can't see the text.
Oh, wrong one. That's
why. Cool.
Oh, it did not zoom in.
I'm hard connected. Yeah, we plugged ours in too, just because we were on the Wi-Fi. And normally the Wi-Fi is fine, to be honest, but we plugged it in just to make sure. And it should be good. Hello from Turlock, California.
Nice. I don't know where that is, but it is in California.
New subs from Rizal, Philippines.
Welcome.
Thank you for joining us
today.
Name
too.
Yeah, Rizal. When we were in
the Revolutionary.
Manila, we were at as well as
I guess
Rizal
before that
University.
It wasn't a prison. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I meant
we
the
see
statue.
Rizal a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, what are we at? We're only half of the number we had before this. Oh, it's unfortunately, Philippines internet guys. Welcome. This is what your 5,000 pesos a month will get you. No, I'm kidding. If you live on Boracay.
It's probably more spotty than a lot of places.
Yeah.
Well, not provinces, okay? A lot of the province places, I feel like, have spottier internet than Boracay. But, we are still on an island.
Yeah. It is now 10:22 in the morning. And we were saying earlier, we were up very, very late. And so we were scrambling. And that's why this is so chaotic and not organized. Because we normally run all kinds of tests beforehand, and we just didn't have the time this morning.
Honestly, that's my favorite way of doing it, though, because then you just chaotically are scrambling. It wakes you up quicker, for sure. It definitely wakes you up quicker.
Do we miss the West a lot? For internet, maybe, but that's it.
Yeah, there's certain things that we enjoy. Steak, cheaper steak.
Yeah.
Some steaks are expensive no matter where you are. Same with lobster.
Sure, but it's incredibly expensive.
But yeah, if you're paying for expensive steak, you get expensive steak.
Yeah.
Not here though. You just get normal steak. But that's kind of about it.
And we're gonna jump in on the Cebu once we see more people have bounced back in. Okay.
Yeah.
So
we're just
carrying on a conversation right now, but don't worry, we're gonna get to it. And we switched to Google Maps instead of Google Earth just to help with the internet.
Mm.
And yeah, that's where we're at. What's our plan for the year? We don't really have a long plan, and the reason is because we don't know what the next month brings us. When we go to a travel and we go to a specific place, we learn more about the country and other places, and we get all kinds of we get people message us and they're like, hey, you should check out this and this, and they're like, oh, we need to go there.
Yeah.
And so if we already have the next 6 months planned, well, what are we going to say? Oh, we'll go there in 7 months. No.
Yeah.
So we every time we have a rough idea where we're going to go the next month, but I don't book anything. We hold off. And in this case, like we booked 3 weeks before, about 2 weeks ago, maybe something like that. So about 3 weeks before that, we're going to go to Cebu.
Yeah, we're excited though. We're really excited. And
we have really good news, by the way, is ta-da! Her mother's birth certificate has now been filed at the PSA.
Ooh! I am excited because now we can actually I have to look it up still. I meant to do that the other day, but I have to look up what other forms and stuff I need to prepare.
Yeah.
But
now there's nothing to stop her from filing for dual citizenship. She has everything, and we've been waiting for a long time for that. Yeah. So PSA has sent us the copy.
It was a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah, but shout out to the Manila City Hall.
City Hall, not Town Hall. It's not town anymore. Okay.
When was it?
1905. I wonder what it was like in 1905. I wonder how. I'm sure it was still very populous, but Philly. Hello, Philly in the Philippines.
Well. Good morning.
We can't wait to go back to Angeles.
Yes. Christmas time, by the way. Yeah, that's the plan.
That's our plan.
Your lantern festival, the balloons, all that good stuff.
I love hot air balloons. I've never been in a hot air balloon, so it looks kind of terrifying, but seeing hot air balloons is pretty.
Yeah, we met a couple of guys who actually own a bar in LA City. What was the name of it? They gave me a card, but it's not on the card because it's their personal one, I think. So yeah,
we have business cards now.
Oh yeah, we finally got a printer that was willing to print. You don't know how hard it is if you live on the island.
Okay, I know you guys won't be able to really.
No, they won't be able to see.
Don't be such a hater. Oh. Okay, look at this. Look at this. See, they can see it. See, and so I made this. But the thing is, I was gonna have a YouTube logo here, just the YouTube symbol, right? So one side is just YouTube. And then the other side has our information. And look, there's even a thing that you can scan right there. See that? And it takes you right to the YouTube channel.
The QR code, yeah.
And I don't even have a graphic degree, so you're welcome. That was some just kidding. Anybody with a graphics degree is that is the ugliest business card I've ever seen in my life.
And unfortunately, the printer here was just like a laser printer, so he couldn't do two sides like that and everything. So we're perfectly happy with half the size. Didn't cost very much money.
It gets our name out there.
All the other the big printers, they didn't even get back to us. I showed up there, waited 20 minutes, nobody talked to us. So,
yeah, that's because there's one big one here.
It's crazy when people say, "Oh, well, all the businesses are overrun. There's no point in starting a business." And it's like, no, there are several types of businesses that are lined up out the door that people just. Because it takes a big investment, right? Like if you're going to have printing machines, like the heavy duty ones that can print both sides and everything else, and be able to do signs and stuff. So the really more expensive ones, well, those have a high cost of entry. So less people.
Yeah, you have to invest a lot before you can start making anything.
RC, wow, my wish for Bianca's first tattoo fund.
I didn't realize there was a tattoo fund happening.
Yeah, I was going to say, what have you been talking about? Yeah, no, she's going to be an actress or something one day.
Get him. He wants to get a sleeve one day. Don't you? Isn't that what you said?
It's supposed to go up and around.
Half sleeve?
On this chest, yeah.
Chest plate, shoulder plate. He wants a shoulder plate.
The tattoo artist for Manny Pacquiao is here on the island, so.
Pacquiao. Pourquoi?
The French is coming up. Thank you very much, RC, though. It's still very nice.
Thank you. The only, what is her name? The very old lady who kind of lives in the mountains. Something Wang.
I know the little old lady that lives in a shoe.
She does the tattoos.
Yeah, the henna?
No.
Oh, she does it manually.
It's very
prison tattoo.
Yeah, like very traditional, stick stabbing into you tattoos.
Wow.
that would be the only one I would ever do. But then again, it's probably like I'd rather just go and see her and be like, hello, this is cool, and then thank you, because I suck at anything permanent. Like,
Yeah.
I can't do it if it's like a permanent tattoo.
She has a hard time keeping a permanent husband.
Speak for yourself, okay? Don't even come at me right now.
I'm joking, by the way. Obviously, it was a joke. Obviously, there's absolutely no problems whatsoever. Any plans to check out Spiral Buffet? I don't know if they have one in Cebu. I thought they only had it in Manila.
Yes, thank you all. Wang Od, Apple Wang Od, she's the tattoo.
Oh, thank
woman.
you.
I would go see her, but yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm not sure if I would just get too, like, if I had a tattoo, I feel like I'd be like over like judging it like constantly. I'd be like, get this off of me.
Yeah.
And then I can't get it off, and I'm like, okay. Even though yeah,
Maria, it's funny because lately we fell off. Maybe actually it's been a little bit, or a lot of people aren't just not getting the notifications from us anymore. It's a fight. There's nothing we can do. So we're hoping that most people will get the notification, but it's like hit and miss. Some days where people are all getting it, and then the next time I'm getting messages saying, "When's your next upload? I thought you guys did one every day," and I'm like, it went up like 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, that's so crazy. They never gave me a notification. I even checked my notifications.
Wow.
So it happens. Unfortunately, I've now learned there's nothing I can do about it. You're either in with them or not. But hey, once eventually you get so popular, they're always going to promote you. So just keep pushing. That's all I can do. Okay, so I think we've waited long enough to get started. Oh, yeah, we have. Okay, here we go. So, as you all know, we are going to Cebu City and Bohol, and well, the Cebu province as a whole. And, we do know we want to go to Bohol. We're not sure how long we want to spend it in Bohol. It is quite a big island, and some people are suggesting up to 4 days there. I don't think so. So, because we're unlike other travel vloggers, we are looking for our next home, right? That sort of thing. And so we have our list. We want to be, pretty close to water, like some type of beach, right? We want to have city access within 1 hour drive. We want to be able to just drive into a major city, big malls, nightlife, whatever, the kind of things that you would expect to find in a big city. We don't want to live in a big city. We definitely do not. And so, we're like caught between that. How far away do we want to live? Like, it doesn't have to be the center core of a big city either, because there's often the malls and everything
are on the edges a lot of the time. The
cost of land in the middle of the city is often quite expensive. So when they're building all the big brand new stuff, it's always on the outskirts. So that's our hope, is that we can find something, a little bit further away. So just looking at a map, and you'll see here where I'm zooming in. You got this whole coastline. I don't know if it's showing my my arrow, but you got that whole coastline running all the way down, all the way to Ocelot, where we're going to be able to go with the whale sharks.
Yes, I am stealing a whale shark. Don't tell anybody, but I'm taking one home.
You just told everybody.
No, I'm telling them not to tell anybody.
Oh,
friends. Okay, pinky promises. Don't out me. Okay.
So, yeah, and so and that's why we were saying, like, we'll do a couple of these. We're not quite a few tourist things, but that isn't really our main goal. And so when we look at Bohol, for us it'll be just to experience Bohol, to understand some of the beauty, but we can always go back later and do like the whole tourism thing, right? But for now, for us, every month we're kind of focusing on, like, what's it like to live here? What's the culture like? What's the different types of foods like? How clean are the streets? How livable is that type of city? All these kind of things are really important to us. And so, how far away is everything you might need? And what's it like down here? Does it seem to have a lot of land available? Because our whole goal was to buy land one day, and bring her mother back, and then on the property we'd build one house here, and then over there we build her mother a house with a farm, because her mom wants a farm. And that's going to take some, we can't live in the city with that, obviously. And so it's like a whole bunch of things that kind of meld into what's the plan. Um, would you guys consider buying a car? Oh yeah, no, eventually, of course. You can't do it here on Boracay. That's impossible.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
no cars are allowed here unless
yeah,
you're government or you can have a van or something if you're a resort.
yeah.
But
And
that's it.
even motorbikes are like you can't bring a new one onto here or anything,
No.
and it's a little bit of a hassle. So that's why we haven't bought any of our own vehicles or
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah. There's not there. Our options are so limited. Like we love Boracay. Don't get me wrong. 100% love it. But we do regret moving to Boracay for that reason of the getting around and stuff like that. That
Yeah, it's
we should
always
have picked a
going
place
to
we could just
be.
drive to go do trips.
Yeah, it's always going to be more of a tourist destination versus like a home. It's just there's schools here, but it's just different. It's a different kind of home.
Al, I didn't realize Siargao was driving distance to like 1 hour. We're like within 1 hour. We want to be able to go to malls and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure Siargao is just an island way far
Is that
away.
one?
Yeah, it's right here. It's right here.
Oh,
Am I incorrect here? Isn't this
is that
Siargao Island right here?
Oh, I thought they meant city, maybe.
Oh, where?
Right over where that white is on that.
This is Siargao City?
Yeah, it's just
Oh, okay.
unless I'm reading that wrong. Yeah, it's just Siargao City.
Okay. So if it's a big enough
I
city,
caught that with my eyes.
like
Dang,
the
okay.
whole nightlife and the malls and stuff like that, then it could be a consideration then. Um, you know, these little markers here, you see all the way down here. This is where, like, based on our government, and I believe even some of the Philippines government, they suggest foreigners don't live. Obviously, Davao is fine, so I got a heart on that one. But all these in here, I don't know if we're in the way here. I'm saying see this, but yeah, they're all the way down this strip here. I can't move any more to the right, unfortunately. Although I could probably just move this, right? Yeah. There we go. So yeah, those areas that you see all through here, that we were suggested not to live there.
And the sun will be coming through all over because it is sunny. But then at noon, we're going to have a big gust of wind the whole Philippines. The whole Philippines has the same weather. And then it's going to rain between 12, no, a little later, between 1 to 2, there's going to be some rain pour. And then afterwards, more rain. And then it'll get sunny for 2 seconds. And then it'll get cloudy again. You're welcome.
There you go.
And that's
there
news.
You go. There
with that
you go.
Philippines life.
Yeah, and there you go. There's your weather from that Philippines life. Anyway, let's focus on Cebu, though. That was the whole point of this broadcast. We can always talk about other areas for sure, because yeah, this isn't it. By the way, we go to Cebu, and then we have another destination. We're worried also, of course, at the same time, is getting her dual citizenship completed.
Yeah, I got to check what the process is, if it's different in Cebu, or like if I can even do it.
If we can do it in Cebu, because our understanding is all the background checks with your FBI or whatever have to be done only in Manila or something for dual citizenship, but we could be wrong. Maybe it is also Cebu, so she's supposed to be looking into that.
And behold, though, they have the Tazar. I don't know. They're maybe. But they're the monkeys. They're the monkey sanctuaries in Bohol.
Oh.
And then there's an adventure park that has
Where's
caves.
your notepad?
I will go get it.
She was gonna have a notepad here.
I totally forgot. Okay,
yeah.
Wake me up at 10 in the morning. I think I know what I'm doing.
Dan the Man says 7,500 islands. A car is useless. Well, it depends. If you live on Luzon, I would say a car is gonna do you very, very well. And there's a lot of ferries that will take you to other islands. But I think, like for your day-to-day life, it certainly would be allowed. Do they allow electric scooters? Yes, they do. But for the cost to bring them here and everything, I like to order it. And then we don't, sight unseen if it might not have very good range and stuff like that. And so we were like, we're only here for a few more months. Do we buy something that if we live in a province where, we want more range than an electric scooter can give us? We kind of just spent money on something. So. All right, let's see. What about Dumaguete? Yeah, that's a separate trip along with everything else that we had planned. Because Dumaguete, which is right down in there, I can keep everything in the middle. Dumaguete, right in the middle there. we have that whole island here, right? The whole Panay. So Panay, to try first as a separate. So Bacolod all the way down. Yeah, it's one of those things where everybody, hey, what about here? And I'm like, yeah. Problem is time. Right now we don't have a lot, and we have till April. April, we have to move
Yeah,
somewhere.
April next year. Wait, can I see if I'm still in the frame or because I moved up a little bit?
Oh wow,
So I don't
you're moving
know.
up, in this world.
A little bit.
All
A little bit. Why does it look like I'm further away?
right. You moved closer.
Look at my notepad too.
Oh, because your notepad is yellow.
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
Wow.
whoop. Okay.
All right, she's taking notes now. All right, so obviously, yeah, the canyoneering, you guys don't have to mention. Every YouTuber goes there, and there's a good reason. It's not we're not going there because every YouTuber goes there. We could care less if
What's
that's
canyoneering?
there. You know, the jumping off of the cliffs and while they're going down the. Okay,
What?
so she
We're
doesn't watch a
jumping-
lot of
so We're
YouTube.
jumping down
She
off
watched
a
drama
cliff.
YouTube. She
We're
doesn't.
jumping off a cliff.
Yeah, and you're going down the river, and and they have the where you go head first down a cable. Anyway, I'll show her. I'll show her
zip
YouTube
lining?
videos,
like
guys.
zip lining?
No.
Thank
Head
you.
first.
Thank you.
Inday.
In the math. In the math.
Thank you very much. Really
Thank
appreciate
you so
that.
much for the super chat.
So we we're gonna do that. Don't worry, we got that. We're gonna do the whale sharks. We're gonna do that. So we're going down that whole coast. Am I in the wrong spot on the map? I kind of am. I'm showing you guys Bacolod there, haven't I?
My question is, how many ports are there to Bohol?
What do you mean?
Like, not just to Cebu, because if we're going down the coast, it would be nice if we could jump off, because the Tizar one is a little down more.
Yeah, there's one there. I'm just
okay.
zooming in here.
So they just have more than one island. Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but
That's
way down here, I don't believe there's
good.
any.
There's one, they're up?
Ocelot's way up here. Yeah.
Oh, there's one right there. Oh, never mind.
I guess that's still closer. So it seems there's another one right
Yeah,
around
that would be
here that'll
good.
take us across.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, first things though. First
On the
4 or 5
realist.
days, we're just going to be in the city.
Yeah.
Right.
Chaotically.
Chaotically, because we want to be able to see the city and everything else. Not
Yeah.
not because we're going to live in it. We're going to live on the outside. But then after that, for us, it's let's go down the coast because one of our things is to be near water, and so we'll probably have to rent a car for that. I'm 99% certain, just to give it the mobility that what we need. Do the whole island, and then we probably will spend the later part of our trip in Bohol, and then we can just take the ferry back over, jump the plane, because the airport's right there on that other island. So it just make more sense, I think.
Comments.
Thoughts on this, guys? All right, so now I'm going to go down to your comments here because we've had many. So let's see. Mindanao, but okay, yeah, we're going to have we have plans to check out a lot of places for sure. As many as we can before April to choose where we want to live. And then after we have our next place to live, now we can be tourists, right? Our focus won't be on where do we live. And that can change our mindset and our thoughts on everything. And now we can actually go and check out a lot of the things that people say, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And it's like, yeah, but that's kind of too touristy. Everybody's kind of done that. And it doesn't really help us with our quality of life look.
Oh, they have a theme park in Cebu.
What?
Look, right
No
there.
way.
World theme park.
Who's taking us?
I just saw it on the map. I'm taking
Listen,
you.
Pauline can't take us to every single one. So
Man,
who's
oh,
going to
man.
come and have a party
Enchanted
with us?
Kingdom was so good.
Oh, that was so good. Thank you, Pauline, again. That was so awesome. We had such a good time. And how many people messaged? They're like, I hadn't been there in 8 years. I thought it was boring. But I saw your guys' video, and I'm like, yeah, but honestly, when you have good company.
Yeah, that's all
right?
it is.
Yeah, you can have fun doing almost anything. So
Yeah.
we had a blast because, the three of us had a blast.
Yeah.
And I can't promise everybody will have a blast every time. We had no lines. Like, if you think of all the things, like, everything was just so easy for us that day.
yeah.
It was really good.
Like in the morning when it first opens, you have a couple minutes. There are no lines on like most things. But then as soon as people come in, like as soon as like it's been an hour or two, the lines start getting there. And so some rides you were lucky and you didn't like need the express pass. But then some rides you were like, don't mind if I do.
Yeah.
It was nice to have.
Yeah.
But I always feel bad for cutting the line. But it's like I paid for it, so.
So FK off, which I'm sure we all know what that means. Cebu has a lot of suburban areas where you're just 30 minutes from the city, which I know. We when we were looking at apartment costs, like not apartment, but houses, like renting nice subdivision, Western type houses and beautiful
Yeah.
communities, super cheap, cheaper than what we pay here.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
house. It's all in Cebu, honestly.
Yeah,
There's
it's
so
crazy
much
how
there.
much development they have there
Yeah. So,
available.
but the only thing is like you said here, there are also beaches 2 hours from the big city. So, is there none within an hour, that type of thing, or is it just the best ones are 2 hours away? That I would like to know because that's the kind of thing we're going to be looking for. Is like we don't need the best ones, obviously. Like we've been to a lot of beautiful beaches, but you just want like that mix, and it doesn't have to, everything doesn't have to be a 10 when you're looking for 5 things on a checkbox. They don't all have to be 10 out of 10s, right?
Mm.
Oh, this one's a 10 out of 10, but this one's a 6 out of 10. Well, that's not terrible when you have a whole list that you're checking off. So, let's see, keep going down. We did all those. Whoop, it jumped. When it jumps.
Tar gears. Tarsiers, not monkey.
Wow.
What?
I
Okay,
can't
but
believe you
aren't they
called them.
related at least? And they might be cousins. Okay, they're probably cousins in some way. I gotta go to bed, but on a serious note, keep up the content and thank you for covering
Thank
the
you,
eye for
RC.
those of us that are in the U.S. Thank you. I
We
hope you
appreciate it.
have
Thank you so much.
a good day or night, or because you're in the U.S. Anyways,
Yeah, and Nord62 says, as an example, don't forget the planes for island travel to a 1 hour flight. Yeah, most of them are all 1 hour flight.
Yeah.
Less than $100 Canadian per way now.
yeah, it can get kind of expensive.
It's getting about $85 to $90 per way now. So it's I'm hoping that obviously oil prices and everything. I say that but we remember the last time oil spiked, it was $150 a barrel and gas wasn't this price, right? So I don't think it's directly linked to that anymore. So it's like, I don't know. It's the new normal. Not sure. Light darkness, I'm not going to. No politics. No politics.
There are 3 ports
hello,
in the
Liza.
hole. Oh, good.
Oh.
Good. But there might be one on the other side, so like
Right.
two on this side.
Yeah, we
and
were
then-
wondering though, are they coming from
Oh,
different
sorry.
parts of Cebu? So if we went all the way down to Oslob, can we grab a boat closer to
Yeah.
Oslob over there? But we might also want to check out the backside. So another thing about storms and hurricane cyclones. Oh, no, I don't know if they get. It's not hurricanes here, is it? No.
No, they're tropical storm. I guess
Whatever.
it's technically
Cyclones and what I mean.
typhoons.
Typhoons. Thank you. That's the word I was
Not
looking
hurricanes. I was
for. Is the backside of Cebu City or Cebu Island?
backside.
Hey now.
Sorry,
Hey, now.
I got.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
It's
No, get it
so
back in the
right.
gutter.
So
But yeah,
right.
see, in between these two islands here, behind the Cebu Island or north of it or whatever,
Yeah.
like that looks like a natural sheltering area.
Straight.
Right, where you probably get a lot less flooding and storms and stuff like that. I could be wrong, but maybe the beaches up in that area would be nice. And then you just drive, south into Cebu City. These are the kind of things where, the more local people that we know or people with local knowledge of the Cebu province really could help us out there and give us information that's useful. Hello, Angelo. Thank you so much. So glad to see you. Ever plan to go with other vloggers? So every vlogger, I don't want to say every vlogger now because now we got a couple that have responded. But every vlogger up until recently, really recently, have never responded. We've written them all, either 2 months ago, 3 months before we came to the Philippines, tried writing them. Until you're at that level, they generally don't reply, I feel like. Or they're just too bogged down.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Like
I wouldn't blame them for
if
missing
you guys
messages.
if you guys saw our messages, like most of you would probably jump off a cliff or something because a lot of them are like hateful, horrible messages or go home. A lot of them are scams. We get so many scam messages, and we just get so many, and we're not anywhere near those other people. So just imagine these people that have been around for a very long time and have either 500,000 or up to 3 million subscribers, and then they're also big on Facebook, and they're also big on this one and
Yeah,
that
they
one.
probably get just too many.
Oh yeah,
Of course.
I'm sure they're bombarded. So we've had not a lot of luck. Anybody who we've had luck with, you've already seen us already vlog with them, so that should tell you.
Yeah.
We
just
have
had
Philly
it
in the
come back.
Philippines that joined in on
Yeah,
here. So when
so
we go up to
eventually-
Annalise City, you know, he'll be cool. But for the most part, we haven't had a lot of luck.
I suggest you always check Klook. There are ferry and tour packages ideas you can get from there, especially Cebu to Bohol. Cool. That was from
Sorry,
Pauline.
where's the area? Oh, Klook.
No,
Klook, the app.
Yeah.
Yeah, Klook is one of the ones that Pauline suggested. Oh, it is Pauline.
Yeah,
right here.
That's literally
Yeah.
Pauline suggesting
Yes.
it.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we got that from you, Pauline. So.
How about Subic? We will eventually be making
Subic's
our
on the
way.
list.
Yeah,
So
but
our plan for Subic, I can tell you real quick here. I got to zoom out though, it's way up here. Is that we'll fly into Clark, only to come down to Subic, and then we're going to. So just like this kind of trip, we're going to go all the way up. You see, then we have another marker here for some reason. Just to look in that city. That's what it was.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So we have this marker, and so we're going to run up this coast, go all the way over. Like we got Lake Baguio, and we want to go to Baguio, but we would never live all the way up in the mountain. We don't want to live in Canada.
Right.
But we would be like, oh, it'd be nice to be closer to the north, closer to cool climate, but still live in a beach town, all that stuff where it's nice and warm. And so we saw this one up here. Let's see, what is this area called? Come on, darling. One of them. You can say any of them.
Poco. These are smaller. Is there like a big area?
Right there.
Oh, I can't read it. It's too small.
That.
It just stays the
Aluminios?
same size.
Aluminios.
Yeah.
It looks like Aluminios, guys. So anyway, like something like that is our plan. So we would take that Subic run, we would rent a car, we would go all the way down, and we'd go through Subic and Clark and all that, and then go all the way up and around and up to Baguio, and probably fly back from Baguio, just so that we don't do the same trip twice. So that's the plan.
You can see like how big the cities are because they're all in like gray.
Yeah.
And then you see Manila and Quezon, and you're just like, what?
Yeah.
It's a whole province up there.
I know.
It's
so crazy.
massive.
Inday,
Thank you.
got to go, Mike and Bianca. Need to grab my coffee. Break time at work. Looking forward to your Cebu vlogs. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Inday. Yeah,
Coffee cheers.
Cheers to you. Enjoy your coffee. Oh. Okay. So
Black
I know
coffee.
we're missing a lot of comments, and I'm really sorry about that, guys. Am I left-handed? No, I'm ambidextrous. So I was born right-handed, but then, I was born left-handed. But back then, schools would teach you, try to break you out of it, and so they would force you when you go to school to learn right-handedness.
That's so cool, though.
Yeah, and so I ended up with the ambidextrous. So
That's so cool.
there's certain I couldn't write very long with my left. I would feel very uncomfortable because it's not practiced and stuff like that.
Right.
But yes, I do. And when I don't wear watches anymore because of the sun tanning. Right, used to love watches, wore the watches all the time, and I always wear my watch on the left, and so people always just assumed I was left-handed, and I was like, well, no,
It's so hard to write.
I'm kind of like everything.
That's cool.
Yeah, so you'll see me I can use a fork with both very naturally, knives with both very naturally, all that kind of stuff. It's really weird.
Wow.
Southern part of Cebu, did you say this one? For swimming with millions of sardines and sea turtles. Wow.
I just have my mouth open as I swim in.
Yeah, write this. There you go. Maolboal. We are going to do the falls for the canyoneering, and Oslo. Those are those two that we already have marked, Anthony. Thank you very much. We're going to write down the
Can I
first
see
part
what
there.
canyoneering is?
Yeah, you want to see?
Yeah, and we can show the vlog too, or the chat.
Yeah,
not
well,
vlog.
it's other people's vlogs that I was going to show you. So.
Oh, I just didn't want a picture. I literally canyoneering. I don't. Cause you just said jumping off a cliff, and like I have a couple images of that, but not exactly. I just want to see what the general.
They send you
Wow,
over the cliff.
you really jump off a cliff into water?
Yeah.
Wait. So I've already gone cliff diving.
Yeah, but
is
there's
that not...
more than this. Like they have zip lining, but it's not zip lining. They send you head first,
like a
and you're
bird.
like Superman.
Can I wear a cape? Are we allowed to wear capes, or is that like a safety issue?
Do you have a cape that gets wet? So here it is. Anyway, I don't know if
I
it's
will
coming up
get a
on your
cape
guys'
that-
screen. Sorry, guys. Oh, it is.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
looking at stuff. I'm
Cannoneering
learning.
at the falls there.
That's
So
gonna be us.
there's
Okay.
plenty there, and yeah. So that's a number. You know, it's on there, of course, because we're gonna have such a blast. Of course, it's gonna be. And there's certain tourist things that we can't even avoid because we're like, no, we have to do this. We're here.
We're still
Right?
a
Just like
bit.
swimming with the whale sharks. We're here. We're gonna do it.
What? I don't even know
Even
what a
has
whale shark
nothing to-
is. I think I saw it on a dollar bill, like one of the peso bills.
Yeah.
I saw a whale shark, and I'm like, that's what they look like, but I can't remember.
Do you guys prefer living near a beach or a quiet hilltop view? Honestly, that's a little difficult to say because if we found some place that's like paradise sort of thing, it could end up being not exactly what we think it is. And we like to keep an open mind that way. So we have seen people's places where it's just so beautiful and they have a great sea view. And yeah, they have to like, jump on the bike or something and go down, motorbike, and head down to the beach to actually go to the beach. And it's like, okay, well, that's worth it. But then we go for a walk. Like last night, we went for a walk over here and on our beach. And we saw this one greenhouse when we first came here.
Oh,
They wouldn't rent it to us. They're like, we'll rent it 1, 2, 3 nights,
yeah,
but
it's
we
like
won't
their
rent it.
family kind of.
Yeah, they stay and then they get out when people rent it. And it's so beautiful. And they live right on the water and everything. And it's like, oh, if we lived there, it's like you'd have a different feeling waking up every day. And
would
walking
be
out
in
to your porch.
paradise. Okay, like any sadness would just go away the minute I turned to the window to the view.
Yeah.
It'd be like suddenly it's like, oh yeah, okay. If something's happening in life, whatever. I live on a beach.
Yeah.
Right there, that beach, I can touch it. If I need a reality check, I'll just go outside and touch the sand and be like, yeah.
It's like that couple. They're not in Siargao anymore, but when they were in Siargao, they had a beautiful place. They had with the daughter, and they had a house and then another guest house, and just beautiful, and it was really gorgeous. Now we get it. When I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, but one storm, it's all gone. And sure enough, like that area is prone to that kind of thing, and so it depends also where you live, because as we went to Antique and we met the owner of La Parola. Something like that.
Yeah.
And he owns all of the property all the way down to the beach, but he's like, I don't build there because I want my place to be here forever. And if I built there, it would
just don't build
the
on
next
sand.
storm don't build on sand is what his rule was. And so he built way back, and he goes, the furthest any storm came was within 10 feet of the road, which is perfect for him. And so, his building will always be there, and his property and his pool and everything's going to be there. And he doesn't get the problems with the typhoons. He just hunkers down and then he's going to be fine. Have you taken note of the Cebu safari? Not yet?
I already did.
You just did?
I
Okay,
just
good.
did. I'm a pro. I am pro secretary.
Yes.
And Pauline says, by the way, for the whale shark watching, the locals suggest you go very early in the morning because that's the time they feed them, so they come out for tourists to swim with. Sadly, we didn't go. I will be there at like 2 in the morning. I don't even care. I'll pull an all-nighter for these.
I think
these guys.
Pauline's like, the best time to go is when the whale sharks are really hungry. Go swim with them.
Well, yeah, like let them eat first and then wait 20 minutes. That should be like 20 minutes after they eat, because if you
then
go,
they don't have indigestion too.
What do whale sharks eat? I assume they're carnivorous, but like not that carnivorous.
No, like krill and stuff, I think.
Well,
Nice tan,
krill.
Michael. Guess what? So
Is it
my Italian proved out, okay? And I'll explain why. Not that
in the
I didn't
grossest
burn.
way possible?
Like I burned, right? And it just browns, and then that's it. And it's just on my father's side that was Italian. And so normally I don't peel nothing. But if you notice in the last motorbike when we went home, the sleeve was down, and there was a gap right here, on both sides, and we didn't notice. And that was obviously brutal. 8 hours in the sun, right? Just brutal. And it did blister a few places.
I'm not even kidding you. It was bubbly.
Oh, it was bubbly and hard bubbles too. Like it was really gross.
Yeah, I was blistered.
We hadn't even noticed. And so then right away we found a pharmacy and we got stuff and everything. But And the funny thing is now you won't be able to even see it on camera, but there's just only the right where the circles of the
Only where the
blisters were.
blisters were is where
It
he's
peeled, and
peeled.
it's now beautiful, brand new skin, and no damage
You
or
look like you
anything.
have the skin condition in
Right.
which
Yeah.
the monochrome whatever.
Yeah.
The one that where you have different melatonin
Yeah.
patches and stuff.
But it does match right above skin,
That's
above
so
the tan.
interesting.
So that's so weird. Anyway, so I didn't. That's it. If we had that sleeve properly put up,
He wouldn't have burnt.
I wouldn't have.
And
Burned.
same with the shorts. If he had a pair of pants, because his knees, we tried putting a towel on it
Yeah.
to kind of block
Because they
it.
were blistering
But he didn't bring
right
any
along that one
like
strip.
long enough like shorts or like capris pants. We didn't have that, and so the top of his legs, like his thighs, also kind of bubbled. At least the one side did.
Oh, apparently the falls don't look like that now because of the last typhoon in December. Okay, well, I have seen the recent videos, and it still looks really cool. So, like people that have gone recently, and so for in that case, you know, it may not be as pretty, but it sounds like it'll still be lovely. And we won't know the difference.
And I feel like the most important thing is if it's a sunny day, which is gonna be hard, because if it's a sunny day, it obviously will look more pretty than if it's kind of like overcast.
Yeah.
Still, I
Yeah.
would do for it.
Arello Ray, I think so. There are quite a few expats in Camotes as well as Guimaras. Yeah, so when we were on Guimaras,
It's quite dead.
It is a beautiful island, but everything is really spread apart. Like as much as we say we want to live outside of a city, we don't want to live alone in the middle of nowhere either. It's kind of like an in-between sort of thing, right? Where you want to be able to go for walks, say hello to your neighbors, that kind of thing. Something unplugged. It's right under there. Sorry, we lost a light.
Okay.
Turn it back on. Try turning it on again.
Maybe it popped.
It shouldn't. It's LED though. There's no reason.
Yeah, it doesn't have a light.
Oh. All right. One of our lights just kapooked on us.
That's fine.
That's
I
not
still
good.
look good.
But what else is plugged into that?
Road to 100K. Good luck.
Hey, thank you so much.
Cebu vlogs.
Yeah, hopefully. Oh, yeah, you can see the curtain there, guys, and stuff like that. But that's
Don't look. Don't look.
Yeah, yeah. You just move that one over a bit.
Yeah. I got you.
She'll fix it. One of our lights, I don't know why, it just disappeared. Just went. No, move it. Just pick it up. Be careful of the cord, though. Oh, and point it at the wall. All right, cool. All right, there we go. That's good enough. If you turn it, it should work. Turn it up. Crank it to the right one. Yep, you had it. Okay, 100%. There you go. Unfortunately, it's just not going to work as good. Nothing we can do about it.
It's all good.
Yeah, that sucks though. Okay, back to. Sorry about the distraction. Use vinegar for that blistering stuff. Yeah, the blisters were gone before we even got home. You know, they kind of just went and they went away. It was really strange, really, really strange. So anyway, Guimaras, I just feel like everything was really spread apart and there wasn't that whole kind of thing we're looking for. Plus, I don't want to have to drive and get on a boat in order to go to a mall.
Yeah.
Right? We'd rather just drive on a mainland, quick and easy. Don't have to worry about, you know, oh, sorry, the waves are too high. They're not going to have the ferry this afternoon, that kind of thing. Thank you very much for everybody. Oh, Hamilton, Ontario just had a Filipino festival. Wow.
What? That's awesome.
How come we didn't know about that stuff when we lived there? We were in Hamilton all the time. Let's see. Donald says Cebu tops. It's a Busai, and it's an awesome mountain view of Cebu City. My restaurant suggestions are La Tagola for Italian or something more upscale. Chateau du Busset is very nice too.
I can't see.
Oh, sorry, it's right there.
It's in. Okay, keep talking.
Yeah.
While I...
Baloo John says, my wife had a lot in Valencia, close to Dumaguete. She's been in the USA for 8 years. Yeah, we're gonna definitely check out Dumaguete. You have to, right? Like, how many expats live there? So many. And you know, it's a funny thing. Like we would love to make as many as possible local friends, but often they don't communicate with us as much. Like some do. But also when you're here like us and we're out and about all during the day, during the weekdays, you kind of need people who are retired or that kind of thing. So that because they're home during the day, everybody else is at work.
Yeah.
And so when you have a community where it's full of people who no longer have to go to work, it kind of works better for us that want to go out and film and meet with people and hang out. Weekends is better, obviously, for locals, or Sunday, I should say. So yeah, and I don't know. We try, and it's just sometimes they. I just want to be very clear. If you're a Filipino out there, we don't care how broken your English is. We don't. In Canada,
Half the
everybody
time
has
it's-
broken English, and so they're like, "Well, I didn't want to talk to you guys because I felt I didn't know enough English." And I'm like, "Oh my God, I wish you wouldn't do that. We need to learn yours, not the other way around
Yeah.
anyway." And yeah, so we just love to make more friends. And
And half the time it's not even broken. Like it's not broken
no,
English. It's
they
just-
think they're worried about grammar and everything.
And, like,
what? No,
I don't even worry about grammar, okay? I sound like I haven't passed 5th grade like half the time. So it's fine. It's fine.
she made it to 7th. Okay, 7th
Barely,
grade.
barely.
7th grade.
The teacher just hated me enough that he was like, okay, just go. Just go. I don't want you in my class anymore.
That's so funny. Let's see. King Threepo. Hello from Norway.
Wow. Oh,
Lived in Cebu myself.
Do you have any
Fantastic.
recommendations then?
Yes, please.
Anything that
Like
might
first
be
part
there?
would be the most important is we're going to be like 4 or 5 days in the heart of the city. Where should we go in the heart of the city? Right? What are the things? Like if we said we're going to Manila, people right away, you have to go to Chinatown, you have to go to Intramuros, you have to go
Yes,
to like people have
Intramuros was a big one.
very specific places, right? And they're like, these are like old areas that have a lot of history. They really give you an idea of culture in Manila, that kind of thing. So when we say we're going to Cebu City, we just haven't been kicked back a whole bunch of stuff like that, you know, where people are like, oh, you got to check out this and check out that in the heart of the city. And
Somebody
still waiting.
recommended maybe Cebu Ocean Park. Not sure if it improved recently. Haven't been there, but it's pretty close to SM Seaside Mall.
okay, perfect.
And it's a side trip if you go to the mall.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, that would be
That's really great.
2 in 1. A 2 for 1, some would say. Do visit Temple of Leah.
Whoa. Oh, I've heard that before, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll write it down. I'm just
You got
writing
that?
everything down
Beautiful.
just so. Like, there's no guarantee that we will make it to all these places, but to have the option and like we can choose and pick what works best for our trip, that's what's important. Because the worst thing would be if like we planned a trip and then there was something that we could have also like added and then we missed out on. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, it's been pretty dry in Toronto and here in Oshawa. Oh yeah, it's August, right? August, you get
Ooh.
I remember like we've had days where if you want to talk Fahrenheit for Americans, like 109, 110 degrees, with humidity, by the way. Because the humidity is absolutely, people don't expect that when they go to Toronto, you know, like Canada. They're like, Canada, what do you mean? And why do you mean it's almost 47 degrees with humidity and 44 degrees, 45 degrees? You don't know. Like Toronto is just bakes because of the Great Lakes and everything. It's also level with like, if you go to
Yeah.
New York City in the summer, like, there has been, I remember 30 years ago when they had that heat wave and Son of Sam murderer, whatever guy that was going around. It was very, very, you know, and you look at that summer there, people were cooking things on the street. And that was in the 80s, I think, or something. So it's a very hot place, but then we just go from that to terrible weather after that. That's why we're not a big fan of cold weather. So
Yeah, I hate snow.
okay, here we go. Did you
on
get
my
this?
nose. Yes,
Old
I already.
Street in Cologne?
that's
Okay,
what I
good.
mean.
Nino Church.
We love
Fort
old
St.
stuff.
Pedro. Yeah, exactly.
Especially me.
Wow. Wow. Did you all
What?
get that one?
I didn't.
Did you
okay,
get that
anyway,
one?
I love like fossils. I like actual fossils. I'm sorry, that was like an
Oh.
ugly laugh.
Oh,
I like-
we need to clip this later, you know?
I like actual fossils and like rocks and stuff, and seeing his.
We like you too.
Okay. Anyways.
You're all very welcome.
I like historical buildings. There. That's
There you
cool, too.
go. Yeah, we love historical
Honestly,
stuff,
though,
and
like,
she loves rocks. By the way, she used to collect rocks, and well, she still has.
my
a
mom
massive
has
collection,
them, and but it's not really premium to have a rock collection in your suitcase. Some airports are like, "What are you doing, ma'am? You're like 50 kgs above if you put rocks in your suitcase." So I haven't done that yet, but I gotta see if there's any archaeology places here. Ooh. I will go digging for fossils. Like, don't even try.
Yeah.
I will do that.
And honestly, when we were in Albania, like they don't have enough money to do a lot of dig sites there.
Yeah, they
There-
have sites.
There is so much that you could literally go there with a shovel yourself because there's nobody. They just don't have the money or budget. They're not Rome or
Yeah,
Greece,
yeah.
and yet they're on the border of Greece.
Yeah.
And there is so much old Roman, thousands of year old type things buried under the ground there.
And it's crazy because like the one specific, we have a video on this too on the channel. It's in our Albania playlist. But so when we went to this ancient theater, you only see the top bit of it.
Yeah,
You
from
really-
Hadrian.
Yeah, you only see the top bit of it. So I'm like, oh my gosh, there's probably like jewelry and stuff in there, like costume jewelry. Like it's a theater.
They've
like,
never
come
been
on.
able to.
And they
have
just
the money to
haven't
dig
dug
it
it.
out.
Like you see the door arches, and you only see the tip of it, right?
There's no entry fee or anything. You walk through a field where the farmer waves at you on his
there's
tractor.
nothing. You can literally you could have a party there and people would be like, whatever.
There's
like
nobody,
you could desecrate it, which is the saddest part about it.
Yeah,
Like
that is
there's
very
there's
I
nothing
agree.
to protect it.
Lechon, of course, we have to have. The Cebu is the most famous for lechon.
Okay, big words, big words. I love lechon, so
Big words.
I like crunchy.
The challenge is
crunchy
on.
skin. Is there a specific?
Yeah, right here. Talse or Talise. Talise.
Cool.
All right.
I'm
I mean,
trying to
Greg in. I don't know how to say that.
Greg are in Dawson, comes from New York building, now on the mountain. I have no idea.
Yeah, because he had mentioned up here that.
Greg and Wilma will welcome you for coffee. They're from New York, halfway to Niagara. Oh, so they're probably
they're
vloggers.
from New York.
From
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we talking about Finn? Finn Snow?
Oh,
No.
wait, he has a girlfriend? I didn't know that.
What? She doesn't watch very often, guys. Yeah. So that'd be cool because Finn Snow would be pretty cool. And I seen just recently something he was showing off something he built. Was it him or somebody else's house? Anyway, I did recently just watch one.
Hope to run into you guys at some point. Love your vlogs. I'll be in the PH Jan to DJ a few clubs and pool bet. All right, whatever pool parties you're going to, we're going to.
Yeah, well, it depends. Well, we're January. We will be back to Iloilo for that festival. The third week.
We're gonna be in the didn't you why?
Yeah, exactly. And the plan right now, keep in mind everything's fluid, would be then we also have to go to see those other beach islands that are absolutely gorgeous outside of Iloilo.
In Manila and Cebu.
Okay. Yeah, we won't.
Dang it.
Probably we might.
Who knows?
I can't
Who
promise.
knows?
Like that's the third week that we're talking about for this other thing. So we will be in Christmas time already up in that area. So, yeah. So when we are going to Iloilo for that, where was it? Up here. We will then be able to come across. So if we're going to Iloilo for the festival and everything, then we're probably going to come across the Bacolod and make our way down, maybe to Dumaguete, that kind of thing. That would be a very likely trip of some sort.
Yeah.
I can't promise which way or angles or anything like that. Often our plans just change around all of you because some
And if I
people
get
will
food
message us
poison-
or tell us
heat
about something.
stroke.
Yeah, or heat stroke.
If I get heat stroke, then plans definitely change.
Yeah,
a little bit.
that changes a lot of things, that's for sure. By the way, guys, if you are interested, a lot of people wonder, what's the water like in the Philippines? And can you drink it? That kind of thing. And so we're going to, it's green, so.
See through. We're gonna
Complete
do
water
a
test
test.
kit. So this one is not just the strips that are very economical to buy your own strips to check the alkali levels, that kind of thing. No. I got the bacteria and everything. So this was like $68 and it can only do 2 tests. That's it. So I'm going to check one of the so we have one of those water filter things you put on your sink, and we're going to I haven't decided yet. Am I going to do a bottle of water? Am I going to do just the tap and match it with the tap water? but I don't think I need to. And the reason I say that is because bottled water, it depends on the company, it depends on the day. Like a lot of bottled water is not even tested. It's crazy. But I have actually all the American standards for the EPA standards of what safe drinking water is. So we're going to be comparing that to that anyway. So I don't need to.
You could save one for if we're in a different city.
That's another thing I was thinking of too. So, but it takes 3 days. So we'll be doing this, but it'll take 3 days for the bacterial culture to be done, and then I can tell you how well the drinking water is here. So, who knows? Who knows?
I kind of like don't want to know. You know what I mean?
I know, but like, we do. So
suddenly,
it's like we don't, but then we do. So you don't want to get sick from it.
The good thing is though, because Boracay did like clean up a lot of their stuff. I feel the water doesn't come from Boracay itself. It comes from the mountains, so.
Turn that a little bit more. See if we can point it at the corner. It's not pointed at the corner. Point it at you.
I'm sure most people don't.
They just want to see your shorts. That's all. Actually, open the curtains too. Much light as possible. No, it's not doing nothing. Okay. I was trying to fix our lighting issue here, but ever since our light blew out, it's not lit up anymore, right? The plug?
No. I checked it when I was.
Yeah, it's a shame. Anyway, sorry, I get distracted with that. I'm a perfectionist and I don't like that.
Zoom in then.
To what?
Just zoom in.
That's
to
the
us
background.
More.
Oh, the camera. Oh, you want to be all the way
closer.
in.
It doesn't matter. It's more.
She likes
It's
to
more
get closer.
familiar.
Familiar. Wow. Who are you trying to get familiar with?
No. Myself.
Oh, I see it. But I could zoom out. There we go. I can move the map now.
Oh, that works too.
Oh. There we go.
Cool.
Look at that. And then we have this weird little cutoff right here.
Fine.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the comments here. So we've got a long list here, by the way. You guys have really helped us out with different places.
Pauline, are you going to party? Wow. Like she's like, DJ, can I have your IG?
Oh, yeah, of course. By the way, if you aren't inviting Pauline's
the life of the party, okay? If you saw the birthday vlog, you saw how good of a time we had. That's thanks to Pauline, okay?
Yeah, it's true.
So
Pauline is pretty awesome. Seaside Mall, you got that?
Yes.
Okay, good.
High Tower of Texas. Ilo is probably nice. And James Hightower of Texas Filipino should be coming back. They are arriving next week.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
so I have watched.
Ilo was so good.
And I've watched so much of Texas Filipino. I love that house. And this guy knew what he was doing, clearly. And he managed over that whole house. And his is in like a subdivision where you can buy a lot.
Oh, and then he built it yourself.
Yeah, and he's right on the beach. Like you go out to his backyard.
Best lot.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So
nice.
Anyway, I love his vlogs, by the way. Watch too many of them, that's for sure. But we were watching even like once we got here. Obviously, we don't have as much time. But before we got here, are you kidding me? Like when people say that the only people who watch these are Filipinos, I'm like, no, they're Filipinos that no longer live in the Philippines and can't wait to come back, and it's like homesickness. Or like you that were born in another country but come from Filipino parent, dreaming of coming here. But so many expats and everything that are like, one day I'm going to retire here, makes up a huge part of the audience of why they want to see all these things and experience them. And that's why we keep in mind that going to the same place that every other vlogger goes to is not very helpful for everybody. Of course you want to be successful if you do something, and to be successful at YouTube, you got to do all the clickbait stuff, and go to all the clickbaity places and stuff. But we try to balance it because at the end of the day, I got to sleep at night and live with myself and know that we're respectable and we're following principles, right? So if you are going and saying, hey, I am going there to find a place to live, we're going to actually honestly start doing that. And we don't want to come off fake either. So we just go and live our life and try to enjoy our time, which we do every day. Like we always do something that we just love and enjoy. And then we just show it off. And some people don't like that. They're like, oh, you guys talk too much or whatever. And
by the way, switch over. By the way, you can bring home lechon, guys, if you want. It's allowed in flights now as carry-on. You could literally bring, it says, you'll see every passenger is carrying a kilo of lechon and putting it into the overhead bins.
Wow.
Thank you, because that's what I'm going to be doing.
Wow.
That's exactly what I'm going to be doing. My vacation in Cebu is next month. then we will see you.
Well, it depends when.
Wait,
next
yeah,
month.
what? Yeah.
We're September 3rd to the 19th. So,
yeah, we're going like very soon.
yeah, and honestly, 3rd to I think first 4 nights. Oh, by the way, I wonder if I can look it up here. You guys got to see this, and you're gonna see it anyway. I get it, like when we get there, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I can't believe the price.
I did add the Fort San Pedro onto the list as well. Is the basilica near the fort, or are they in 2 different places? Because if not, I'll add the basilica as well. We have a big list, but yeah, we want to get like a nice mix of like historic stuff to like learn about the culture, and then also just fun stuff because obviously it's more fun in the Philippines. Ha ha ha. Tourism, I got you. That's so fun. I'm excited. Okay, I'm really curious about the safari because the last time we went to a safari, it was still under construction. Was it free though to go in or very cheap? I think
very cheap.
Yeah, it was very cheap to go in at least.
200 pesos.
But that's not very cheap. Dang.
It was for Clark. Clark is very expensive.
Yeah, that's fair. And like when it is a finished safari, it's probably gonna be like triple the price. So that makes sense. But
it's not a safari.
No, and
it's never going to be.
It's a zoo. It's definitely a zoo, and it was still under construction. And I felt so bad for some of these animals. I was like, dang, okay, I feel like I shouldn't have paid to see this. I feel like this is not something I would want to see. That's the okay, Nino Church, the basilica. Perfect.
All right, so I'm going to show you here though, but that's there. It's a little blurry, and then.
It's got mirrors on the ceiling, guys. It's got mirrors on the ceiling.
Oh, hang on. That's helpful.
The staircase one is a good one.
Yeah, I just gonna put it. Well, and it has 3 bedrooms actually.
Why do we always get 3 bedrooms when there's only 2 of us?
I know. Well, it's because the rest of the place comes with the size, and they always put more bedrooms if they're bigger. Anyway,
that's true.
We have the coolest Airbnb.
Where is it? Like downtown?
It is
Central. Oh,
I'm trying to click on map.
It says Cebu City Central, but more specifically,
it's near Club Ultima.
Oh wow!
We're literally right in the circle. We're
actually right where that circle is. The fountain circle. That's where we are. Like right beside it.
So we're right in the heart of it. It's got all that big of natural light on 2 floors. Plus, they put mirrors all along the ceiling, right where the windows start. They put mirrors, so everything when you walk in and you look at it, it looks like there's 2-story windows, but there isn't. It's a smart move. Anyway, it's a really nice apartment. So we have that just for the first 4 days, 3 nights, just for something fun. And it was a good Airbnb, but. We just want to see how long we're going to spend in the city before we get out of the city and head down the coast. And like I said, I think Bohol will be the end of the trip because it isn't that bad to go from there to the airport and then fly back home.
Oh, it's 900 pesos for the Cebu Safari.
Okay, $18.
Also, they said you can also get a cabin in the mountain to stay overnight in and then do the adventure tomorrow. Somebody commented that. So that's just there in case it's like a little. I don't know where it is. So if it's far out.
Well, make a note of that for sure.
Yeah, I did. I have it.
We'll look up these places and because you know if it's just literally a cabin in the mountains, she will be eaten by mosquitoes and she won't go. Let's be honest.
Well, I just won't go outside. I have no problem.
I meant, like if there's like no air conditioning, no nothing. You're just the outside air is the inside air.
Oh yeah, no, that's yeah. I thought I assume a cabin that you can stay overnight in has air conditioning, but that might be a presumptuous assumption. So, we shall see. Yeah, I literally when we did for yesterday's 1-minute little video to promote today's live, I got bit twice by 2 mosquitoes. This was mid-afternoon. Okay, I did not see a mosquito anywhere. There should be no mosquitoes. Mid-afternoon, it's hot, it's gross. They stay in the dusk and dawn. Anyways, I got bit twice, so I suffered for that video. You're welcome.
Yes. You got rid of it, but yes, we are going to Batanes, the island there. That's one of the islands we're definitely going to go to in January. Wife
cool.
and me are retired, just waiting for sell up and then do the major move to the Philippines. Fantastic. maybe we'll be looking in Visayas or Laguna to search and rent first. Yes, it's smart actually to rent first, because as much as you might think you really love something or whatever, the best thing is to kind of like live 1 year at least, and then if you
Yeah.
still want to live there, you're probably going to be good. But
Honestly, 6
6
months.
months.
If you can
That was what I was
pick,
about to say.
if you can get a 6 months lease, that's a
Do
good
it.
time. That's a good time to like figure out if you want to live there longer.
Yeah.
Because,
Maybe not buy after that, but 6
No,
months
yeah.
is better than a year.
but start with
Exactly.
1
Start
year.
with 6 months, and then you might be like, okay, I like the area, but I don't like this place I'm living in,
Right.
and I'll go try that for 6 months in the same area. Or you'll be, I don't like the area, and you'll just move to
Right.
another one.
Like, because you never, when you're viewing like houses or apartments, you don't know how loud the karaoke singing is at night. You know, right? Like that, like just that's one
and also,
example.
it might have been the place you picked might have been the best at the time, and then 3-4 months later,
Yeah.
there's a lot more selection that opens
Yeah.
up or something.
Yeah. And it might depend even on the season. So if you're like, if you're in a place that's a little touristy, maybe it's quiet where you are right now. But then in like dry season, it just gets chaotic.
Yeah.
So, and it's like, oh, I don't like that. And so there's a lot of factors. And so 6 months is usually a good amount of time before you're like, yay or nay.
Yeah, you'll have a good idea. Are we renting a motorcycle in Cebu City? No. And the reason I say no is any big city, driving a motorcycle in a big city is chaotic. It's chaotic.
It's very stressful.
You're certainly increasing your chances of being in an accident by driving in a city. I don't mind that if you drive into the city then park. Okay, we put up with it. It's very stressful though, to be honest. When you're worrying about every little thing. If you're born here and you've always driven here, it's going to be different for you, right? Like I could drive through downtown Toronto all day long. I could do all these things where other people coming to Toronto would be like, "You're insane. I would never drive in downtown Toronto."
Yeah.
All right, or at 401 going through Toronto some days. But I drove every year. I would drive well over 100,000 kilometers every single year for my job. So driving, I never even thought about it. From every major city in the United States, that kind of thing. And but yeah, here on a motorcycle, I would not carry the confidence to regularly drive and feel safe without being stressed to absolute heck. Toronto noise by law, 11 p.m. no more noise. Wow, is that even the club? Even the club district?
Is that because of the?
Yeah, it might be that.
Because but also somebody said that we could walk to the oldest street, the Colonel Street, and the Basilica from our Airbnb.
Oh, nice.
So I took a note of that.
Oh, that's good. Well, we love to walk.
Yeah, that's why it's nice sometimes to be in the city center, because a lot of the bigger especially older things, are right there, because people just build on top of what's already there.
Yeah, is everybody subscribed, by the way? That'd be really cool if you did. It's free, and clicking like doesn't cost you a thing.
Yeah, yeah. We love
and guess
that.
what? Your friends won't even know you liked it. So
really?
Yep. It's not Facebook. It doesn't
That's
tell
true.
you. So it actually costs you nothing, and it does nothing for you. Only does something for us. So appreciate that. To give you an idea, I just want to show you, because this is a good for.
Wow,
good for
do you see the roads in China? That's crazy.
Yeah, those are pretty crazy. All right, so
Careful.
this is just dots.
Oh, okay.
It hasn't loaded yet, right? But this is in just 2 years, 2018, 2019, and a little bit of 2017. See all these dots behind you? These are all cities that I went to in 3 years for my job. And
That's crazy.
It was absolutely insane. And it's the towns, villages, you name it. You just keep zooming.
Yeah.
As you can see, like most people live along the ocean or whatever, and there's Kansas and Iowa, like these places in between, but it just keeps going and going.
Is it more deserty the more middle you go in the U.S. or no?
No, just a lot of fields, farmers.
Oh, I guess that makes more. Yeah, I guess you guys.
And same with
get
up here,
rain no matter what.
up in here in Newfoundland and stuff like that. There's just so little. So anyway, just a fun
I haven't
fact
even
there
been there
about
yet.
how many places I had marked them that year, because I was like, are you going to keep track of every place that I've been to?
It's so cool though.
I know.
We should do that for the Philippines.
I have my I have Google doing it for me.
Okay.
I have it tracking us.
Good, great. That's.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I know.
they can track you anyway. I stopped caring about that stuff long ago when I realized that every app in your phone also tracks you, and this person and this person. It's like,
There's Guam. We gotta go to Guam one day. Oh, you can't even see it.
Yeah, we
It's
have
so
friends.
far. So
We have a friend that has a lot of knowledge there, so that's really cool.
seems like a cool
The owner of La
place.
Parola.
Your Airbnb is near Fuentes Circle. I'm looking forward to seeing Cebu through your eyes. I'm guessing the Fuentes Circle is that middle
that circle
fountain.
there. Yeah. Wait, we're really, really excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. So
401 sometimes like a parking lot. Also, isn't 401 like the highway of death or something?
Yeah, both. Well,
Yeah.
that's because of the going to Windsor, because it's all flat there, and so all they get whiteouts and blackouts.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
where you just
Guys,
get sheet ice and you can't see it.
It is crazy how terrifying it can be when you're driving through a blizzard.
I have been to Tobermory, Noel. I just didn't put a tag there. I've been to Tobermory plenty of times.
It's not memorable, or
no. Well, if you're doing the Bruce Trail from Niagara Falls up to Tobermory, then it's memorable. But if you're driving to Tobermory, just to get on a ferry, there's nothing else up there. But I've been to Tobermory, yes, of course. I have my best story of like camping and having a bear attack us, and
you didn't pet it.
Well, we were in the tent and it was collapsing the tent in on us, and we had taken the ferry from Tobermory.
So a bear tried hugging you, and
hugging.
You did nothing.
Is that the words?
By the way, I learned this on my stream. So it's black bears. You're supposed to like, roar. Like you're supposed to. I can't remember. You're supposed to like try scaring them or run.
What?
Something like
no,
that.
No, you're supposed to curl up in a ball and lay down flat.
Oh,
and make
wait,
the
yeah,
smallest possible.
One of them is you lay down, then grizzly bears or something. Oh, I thought grizzly bears were the terrifying ones. So yeah, you
Black
run away
bears,
from
bears,
grizzly bears.
What?
Apparently
you can't run from a bear.
No, that's why I was saying. But I read this. I literally read this. But they're like, if you have like a bear spray, you use that. And I'm like, are you kidding me? That's so dumb, because who's gonna have bear spray? Anyways, but I was like, I think the best method is to just take 2 pots and pans and pretend you're a dinosaur. And then pet them afterwards. But like, you know what I mean? And then steal their cub, to show dominance. And be like, this is my baby now. Don't. And then it works.
Anyway, we won't find any bears here. We'll be okay. Let's keep moving.
But also, black bears are not always black. So you never know what you're actually getting. But apparently black bears are the most dangerous. Rawr.
Black bear?
Yeah.
Not brown bear.
Nope. A brown bear is the nicer one out of the two.
Wow.
Unless black bears are also brown bears.
I don't know. Well, polar bears are not white. So they only changed white. They are brown bears. Or I think brown bears. Anyway, did you put mobile here yet?
Yes, I have that.
Yeah, we've had friends that have lived there. So we have considered checking it out. Now, from what they described, and they were all positive, just to be clear, it isn't a place we'll probably live.
It seems like pretty beaches.
It was 2 hours, and that kind of threw us off on that. It's a long drive, but we might have no choice. We might be looking around and going, well, to find everything, we can't be 1 hour from the city. To find everything we want.
Of course, whale sharks are on the list. I'm taking one home.
Yes,
I hope they like Boracay. Haha. Just kidding. Please, environmental people, do not come at me. I'm not actually gonna take. I don't even know how big they are, to be honest.
Did you do this one yet?
No. What scares me is mosquitoes. Not my wife is South African and mosquito adverse. Even here, 2 minutes outside, she gets bit. Yeah.
That's her, by the way. I can stand outside. I never get any bites. They ignore me.
Honestly, though, I think my body is getting a little bit more accustomed to it, because not all my mosquito bites are puffing up. Yeah. But like usually they will. But it's also in Canada. You have like 2 months of summer, and then all the mosquitoes are gone because it gets too cold.
Spring is terrible though. Mosquitoes and black flies.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, so like in that kind of area, but I didn't really go outside in Canada either during that time.
She's so positive, so
but now it's getting better, in which not all my mosquito bites puff up. Some do. Okay, don't get me wrong. I still have a couple of gnarly ones, but a few of them are just like decent sized.
People are suggesting here you should like the friendly ones.
The friendly ones are the teddy bears. That's until I get a bear in my vicinity and I'm like, you're mine. Okay, I'm going to make you friendly. And the bear's going to run away from me and I'm going to be like, no. And
I will be like, well, guys, this was our very last vlog. You know, the only reason
My
I say
very
that
last
is
vlog.
I was watching a thing where I don't know if you know, but this guy who was out in the wilderness, he was filming and capturing the sounds of the wilderness. Or sorry, it was audio only recording, and he was doing sounds of the wilderness, and he was out recording, and he fell asleep, and a bear ate him, but his recording continued. Yeah, and so and what happens with a bear is, you know, like you're still alive as they're chewing on you. They hold you like a piece of salmon, like a salmon.
Yeah,
fish,
they just rip into
and
you.
they just rip into you. And so these noises and the noises of the person are all captured on this audio recording. And if you are one of those weirdos that like that kind of stuff, you can listen to it.
Could you imagine being like, oh my God, nature sounds. I'm going to go to bed to this. And then like 3 hours later, you just hear you screaming and like crunching of bones. And you're like,
well, what's that Leonardo DiCaprio movie where he was
didn't
being
he like
attacked
hide
by
in
a bear?
Oh,
It was.
Or
It is
hidden
the
something.
most realistic, even though it's not real, obviously. But it was unbelievable. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Look up Leonardo DiCaprio being attacked by a bear, and you will be blown away. That will freak you. He was near death in the video. Not really. But it is the most believable, like you just can't, and you just come away going, oh my God.
Was that the movie where he finally won the Oscar for? Like he had to do so much. Like he hid in a carcass of a dead animal. He did so much. It was the Wilderness movie. And then he finally got an Oscar. And that was kind of the joke. I can't remember exactly though. But if he lost from that, I would be like, oh, that's embarrassing. For the bear, not him.
Yeah, and you don't take the cubs, obviously. Actually, if you even see a cub, you're probably in more danger than ever, because then that means
the mom is going to
be overly protective.
Yeah, guys, no, I know how bad it is to actually interact with a bear.
And I've been like in northern Ontario in Canada. We go camping up there, and when we say camping, not camping, stay in a cottage, but like it may not have like it was like a pump toilet sort of thing, and you know you have electricity, but that's about it. And you in order to throw out your garbage at the end of it, you have to go to the local dump, which is just around the corner, and it's just like a hole, not even a hole, like a cliff, and they throw everything over the edge, and then it'll get buried. And down below, so within feet of you, maybe 8 feet deep, is like 12 bears digging through the garbage.
Right, because all the leftovers and
but
stuff.
now they do this every day, and people come every day and throw it out, so they've all become accustomed to it. They're not attacking people. If you go down there and try to take their garbage, they're not going to like you very much.
Whoa, buddy, this is my garbage dump. Get out of here.
But when I was in the Army Reserves and we were up in Skagway, Alaska, and Northwest Territories, Yukon, not Northwest Territories, Yukon, but in Alaska to Yellowknife, or what's wrong with me? Whitehorse. Anyway, we had a called Canadian Forces Northern Base, Whitehorse. Anyway, so you go out into the mountains there. You all have to carry your rifles at all times, every time. Even when I was in Army Cadets, which is just kids, you had to carry rifles. And they had to have, so when you're on the mountain, you look down, even though it's 20 miles away, you see that bear, you get moving, and everybody has to keep an eye on that bear at all times because they can get to you so quickly.
Yeah.
Even though that other mountain's so far from you,
like
but there's no trees or anything, so you can see very, very far, right? And they can see you very, very far, and there's not much food up there. And so when they see you, you are food. So I've had some interesting
Hi,
times.
Mallory.
But I didn't get attacked.
Welcome.
Hello, Mallory.
She was eating dinner. What were you eating? Send me some. But yeah, okay. For anybody who thinks I'm serious, don't actually touch bears, please. I wouldn't touch a bear. You shouldn't touch a bear. I mean,
I like
live
Katrina
your own...
Cup. Technically, a bear eating food is just nature sounds.
Exactly. Okay, like technically,
and your food. So.
He was doing his job, so he's like, "Yo, you wanted nature sounds? I just stepped up to the plate." Obviously, that sucks. Like, I wish he didn't die.
The Reverend. Thank you very much, guys. That's the name of the movie. It is absolutely like, wow. Like you feel that movie. You really feel that movie. And I'm sure
like
you'll all
comedies.
agree. Yeah, it's a comedy. You'd probably laugh.
What am I, a serial killer? I would probably be like, dude is like fighting off a bear right now. Okay.
Oh,
the fact that he lived through the bear
fight
attack,
is not the word.
Just got grappled.
Anyway.
But he lived.
I don't want to give. How do you know? I don't want to give away any part of the plot of the movie, guys.
I assume
I would
he
never do
live.
that. I would never.
I mean, unless the movie's like, well, maybe it is the end.
maybe it was the ending of the movie. Yeah, exactly.
As where are you two now in the world? Still in Iloilo? No, we are back home in Boracay.
Wow, Mallory had sausages and mac and cheese.
Damn, it's at a brewery near me. I can't even say that word. That sounds so good though. Yum.
No, we are in Boracay right now. We are at home.
Balut John, a skinned bear looks like a human. Who skinned a bear to get and took a picture of it? Or have you skinned a bear and seen
I
it?
bet it would. You're right. Other than
makes
obviously, not the head, but the body. Yeah.
I mean, some people do look a little bearish.
That is very, very true. Okay, guys. So we got a great list from you guys. I really appreciate this. It's quite extensive.
If anybody has any
I know people had written a lot of things here. And if you are in the Cebu area, you want to hang out or anything, please. This is the first time we've said we're going to a city and nobody has messaged. So, we usually get one. Right, one person saying I'm in the area.
Maybe because it's so big.
Because it's easier to get around. Like if we go, we're gonna go to this, we might struggle to even find that place. But somebody local will be like, yeah, I'll meet you at this coffee house, and we'll just walk over there. Great.
Yeah. No pressure, of course, but if
no pressure.
If you're in the city and if you want to meet us and hang out, cool. We'll take you for coffee.
Exactly, or whatever.
Or food.
Yeah, maybe we're going to get food.
Or drinks.
Then we will not take you for coffee while we eat food. That would be silly.
Yeah, we'll get you water and then we'll eat. We're just kidding. We wouldn't do that. We would not do that.
No.
Skinned a bear with friends and lots of beer involved. I was like, lots of bear involved. I was like, I would hope so. Sounds interesting. I mean, bear fur is like really nice and stuff. It's really cool. If I were to ever get one of those fancy bear rugs, that I would feel so bougie.
I was too young to remember much, but I do remember the size of the bear paws after they cut the hands off and everything. So when I grew up, we had no electricity, no running water, none of that, right? When you hunting was part of eating. And I do remember, but I don't remember much about it. All I remember is the paw part where they were cut off. I remember the moose, and I remember the beaver. We had to hunt beaver all the time, and you could only eat the tail. But now I hunt beaver all the time. Kidding. But you had to because they dam up all the ponds and they flood your fields. So you have to control the population of the beavers. So otherwise you will lose all your crops. Anyway, it was a crazy time. I was very young though. All right, guys. So thank you very much for joining us. I think this is great.
Thank you for all your suggestions. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you all for the donations and super chats.
That's really cool.
That's really
awesome.
So much.
Appreciate that.
And thank you so much. And we're excited. We're super, super excited to go to Cebu. So
I know.
It's gonna be a great time.
The sad part is we don't go to the 3rd, and it's only the 20th.
Time to prepare.
Yeah, we got.
Oh, it's in 2 weeks. Exactly 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks today?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
So in 2 weeks we will be
already there.
Or already there? Yeah.
Well, we leave on the 3rd, but it's in the morning.
I guess. Oh, then we'll be there. We'll be there by the 3rd.
Exactly. But we have we're gonna do some other things while we're here because we have that time. Maybe a few days before we even go to Cebu, we might go check out the island that's above us. And I'm literally staring at a map. I'm like, I don't remember
exactly where it is on the map. But here, let me show you on this map.
Let me show you.
Let me find it. The question is, where is Boracay?
Oh, Google's not working. Okay, that's fine. It's like I don't have permission to show your location. I'm like, yeah, that's a lie. I know you do. Oh, we're way up here. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it might be this big one here.
Oh, okay.
I was in contact with somebody, so
that's cool.
It might be this one.
Might be this one, might be that one. But
it might also be
Bulaco?
Yeah, it might be.
Cool.
But this is Mindanao, right? So that one's Mindanao, and then this one over here is another one. We might just, that one's a little big, so we won't have a lot of time. But for us,
Caribou
it would be nothing to just, no, it's not that one. It would just be to take a boat and just go up there, and we'll be there in a couple hours tops. And it'll be a good adventure, and we could do it for like 2 or 3 days before we go to Cebu.
Exactly.
Something like that. That'd be really cool.
How many days are we staying in Cebu?
Well, right now, Cebu City, we only have like the 3 nights, 4 days, so from the 3rd to the 7th. But we could extend it. We'll see. It'll be how we feel about like how much we've seen so far,
Mm-hmm.
and because there's quite a bit to see outside of the city, and but we're there till the 19th.
Yeah. Yep.
19th we will be flying home. That's
So
all I know.
we haven't planned too fully out, right? We want to do Cebu City, so everything in the main city, and then we'll be spreading out to Bohol, to the rest of Cebu, and so there's a lot of like up in the air. So if you have any ideas, that's why we're accepting them. But you can also comment them on other videos. Let us know if we
It's
missed
not like
something.
yeah, exactly. You write them all over the place, and even if we don't write it down at that time, what happens is it's like if 10 people mention something, you're like, damn, I have to go.
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that. If one person mentions it, and then a bunch of people, 10 people mention something else, well, it's probably going to fall to second place over there, right?
Yeah. And it's like Palawan. Like, we get recommended that so much. It's ingrained in my head.
We're clearly going to go to Palawan.
We're definitely going to go.
And if
it's
you're
so
going to go to
beautiful.
Palawan, when do you want to go? You're going to go in the prime time.
Yeah, we're going to wait till
during rainy
after
season.
rainy season to
Yeah.
go and really kind of enjoy the
because we're on
beauty of
Boracay
it.
right now in rainy season. Like we kind of got.
The
I realize they're
islands-
not the same, but
yeah.
we still got the beach life, right? And so we'll save that kind of thing for the most prime time. Like
Yeah,
Palawan's
exactly.
got like island or animals that don't exist anywhere else in the world. They have all kinds of really amazing stuff.
Well, they will exist after I take them home with me.
Wow.
Just kidding.
She's so silly.
Don't do that, guys. Just kidding. Unless.
The traveler from the Philippines. This is a brilliant idea, talking to us through podcasts. The audio was awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. It's nice to be able to talk to the people who follow us and pick their brains, Pick your brains, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and people can ask all the questions they always ask, but we've already answered them so many times over. So, what's that noise?
I'm not
Somebody
sure.
trying to get into our house. Oh, it's also laundry day. It's Saturday.
Yeah, we're looking at the map. It literally like the Caribou Islands right beside us. We probably could.
Oh,
we probably look at it.
Yeah, we can look at it. But
Wait,
we're not
it's
going to
on
go to
Puka
Caribou
side. It's on
Island though.
Puka
We're gonna go to the one above it. I'm
Mm-mm-mm.
pretty sure. I spoke to somebody recently, but then again, you also have this Rombolon. Like all of these are really easy for us to go to. It's not that's nothing, right? It's just jump on a boat, ask a boat over here to take us there. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but then there's this one. I don't know. Offhand, I don't remember. I think it's this one. That's going to be where we go and just explore the island. So we could go just for 1 or 2 nights.
Right. It wouldn't be a bad trip.
Yeah, because I know
Where
not everybody wants to watch Boracay videos over
Yeah.
and over, even though we try to make them different and special and different. But it'd be nice to keep giving different things. We will.
Oh, tomorrow go to. Oh,
Heck,
we're
he's
not
like
in
glowing
Cebu
if I
yet.
leave
When we are in Cebu, we're definitely gonna get lechon.
September 3rd.
Yeah, you guys would definitely like this brewery. I'll take you when you come.
Whoa. Okay, now you're new friends. Right there.
Mallory. No, it's Mallory. When we come
Mallory,
to Cali.
Mallory, you're not in Cebu.
But yes, clearly everyone wants to visit Palawan. Of course. Guyan is a good place too. Sorry if I butchered names.
Carabao? Oh no, Carabao Island's the other one. Where are you looking?
No, Cami, right above. Clearly everyone wants to visit Palawan.
Oh, Camiguin.
Yeah. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. We were gonna end it, but
all right. Yeah, we do have to end this.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if he wants to keep going.
We gotta go get some ingredients here because somebody's doing a Filipino cooking video.
Am I?
What do you mean, am I?
Oh, I thought we were doing the water testing today. So
It takes 3 days for the results.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be cooking then. I'll be cooking.
Like the water testing thing, it has to be done over 3 days because it has a bacterial test, and bacteria takes 3 days. So no point in giving a video that we can't, it just all, okay. So I dipped it in water. We'll see you next time. No, it doesn't work that.
Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you guys all for joining us. We really appreciate all of you. We're so glad that you, have make the time to come and join us on here. Everything. Like you guys watch all our videos and everything. We can't thank you all.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
So incredible. Like we arrived in the Philippines, we had 3,400, 3,500 subscribers. And now to be over 64,000.
Mm-hmm. It's really nice. It's really nice being able to chat with you all.
Yeah. Just mind blowing. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And we'll see you all again very soon. So, bye-bye, guys. We're going to sit here for 40 seconds so you guys see
Just
that.
put the coming up or something. Do you not have an end screen?
No.
It's fine. It's fine,
I
guys.
do not
it's
have
fine.
an end screen.
We'll let it
Just
run
keep
through
doing
a
the
little
wave.
bit.
Do the
I'll sip coffee and judge. Got coffee in my face.
do the Queen of England one. Peter and Eleanor. Peter and Eleanor, we're going to see you very soon. Peter, Eleanor, we have
respect.
A little bit of a change tonight. We may have an extra fun thing for us to do if you don't mind. I will be messaging you.
We'll message you.
I'll be messaging you.
If it's the same Peter and Eleanor.
No, come on.
Could you imagine it's just a random Peter and Eleanor and you're like...
Yeah, it's the same
They're
Peter
like,
and
wait,
Eleanor.
what? Okay. Now we have to wait another